What is going on, guys? DBG here. In this video, we are going to be doing another episode of the series where I rate your squads. This is actually going to be, it won't be one of the last ones, but we're going probably into the last 5. Realistically, from maybe I'll do one a week into August, but I'd say once August the 10th maybe hits, I'll probably be done with 2K20. So we're getting towards the last month of me posting 2K20 stuff, which is kind of mad, but either way, look, that just means that 2K21 is coming soon. But anyway, if you guys want me to rate your squads, tweet me or follow me on Twitter at DBGYT_ and tweet me with hashtag #RateMyTeam. I think I got 300 of these in the last week, and because of the depth that I like to go in when I'm going over squads, basically it means that I'd have to spend the guts of 10 hours a week going over these squads if I went over all of them. So I do apologize if I didn't get to your squad, but anyway, I just picked 10 of these at random. So this team right here, mainly run pick and roll and 3 hunt, only have 13k to work with. Okay, I like this team. I think this team's good. So this team I would give right now this is a solid 8.5 out of 10. This is a solid 8.5 out of 10. Larry's exceptional. I like Ben Wallace a lot more than most people like Ben Wallace. He actually does a really good job. Manning's very good. McHale's very good. Gasol's very good. And Embiid's very good. Your point guard position is iffy. That's all I'm going to say. I don't rate the point guard position. For one, sell Draymond, get Wes unselled. Wes is just literally a better version of Draymond. And then what I would do is I would replace Luka with RJ Hampton. I think RJ Hampton is a lot better than Luka, and he's a lot cheaper. I would honestly go with that, especially if you do like to play the pick and roll. Hampton, because he's got a much better jumper than Luka, as well as he's got a better behind the back and better sigs. He can get open a little bit more. But I like Pierce the 2. Pierce is really good apart from the fact you can't shoot from the corners, but that's fine. Like at the 2, it's not too big a deal. Manning, I really like. Big fan of his Danny Manning card. As I've said, so yeah, the only thing is that the point, like this team's a 9 out of 10 when you subtract the point guards. Realistically, RJ Hampton, Wes unselled, this team becomes like an 8.8 out of 10. So you're also saving a bit empty doing that and improving a little bit. But overall, a really nice team to start off. Then we've got this team right here. Leap year set locked and mainly rim run with Simmons. Okay, so first of all, Evo this Ben Simmons. Please Evo him. If you don't plan on Evoing Ben Simmons, sell him. Because there's better cards. There are better cards. Like if you don't plan on Evoing this Ben Simmons, get Hito. I get it, he can't rim run like Simmons, but again, he can shoot the ball better. He's got a similar tween. He's got the Pro 6 behind the back, so like he's not as good a rim runner as Simmons, but he does everything else way better. I get it, Simmons plays defense better, but please Evo up that card. I like Larry. I actually do like Counts the 4. But what I would do is, I was about to say, because Simmons doesn't have range, make sure you've got a center with range, but yeah, neither does Walton. Just Evo this. Without this Simmons Evo'd, this team is a 7.5 out of 10. Having 3 non-range extender players in your rotation, your bench is fine. Like, PG is pretty good, especially because you have him locked in. Walter Davis is good. Mikhail Gasol is a good combo. Walton's good. You can always afford to have one player without range extender on the floor. Preferably, you'd like to have all of them with range extender, but you can get away with 1. You can't get away with 2. But just, if you Evo up this Simmons, it becomes probably like an 8 out of 10. Without this card Evo'd, it's 7.5, maybe a 7 out of 10. It's very, very beatable. So, you don't have any MT. If you don't plan on Evoing Simmons, sell and get Hito and make a couple of 100k MT. If you do plan on Evoing him, then just keep him. Obviously, T-Mac, fantastic. Paul George, very good. Dwight's pretty decent. I'm not going to lie, I do like that card. These guys are fine. Your 4 or 5 are fine. Walter Davis, fine. So, overall, like, it's fine. There's not many changes you can make, except for you got to do something with this card right here. Either Evo it or sell it. One or the other. This card, because of how much MT it goes for, this card is a problem right now in the state it's in. Okay, so like to run pick and fade, pick and roll, play really well with all of them. Just picked up Jeff Green, have 3k MT, and your favorite player on the team is Magic because he plays really well. Okay. I actually would not, if you like Magic, don't keep him. Because he has one flaw, he doesn't have range, but like it's not the biggest deal in the world. Because the rest... Actually, Dino doesn't have range. Oh, yeah. That can be a bit of a problem. Okay, first of all, I'm going to say this right now. You can make some MT by selling Dino and replacing him with Bill Walton. If you like Dino, Bill Walton does basically the same thing. Danny Manning, I really like. Jeff Green, I really like. You know what? I really like Al Harrington. Scal, you can get better for cheaper than Scal, not gonna lie. Moss Turner's fine. And Penny's fine. So, honestly, I think this is a case of you can just make some tactical downgrades. So, you can save some MT by putting in Bill Walton for Dino. And that gives you about 10k MT to work with. I don't even know who you can get, who you can sell Scalabrine for and get for around 20k MT. Like, I honestly don't know who you can get for that range. Because I know Jeff Green is that price. I'm actually kind of lost because I don't know who you can get for that price. Actually, you know what you do? Put in Bull for Moss Turner. Or Bull for Scalabrine. Bull for Scalabrine. He's free. Type in a locker code. Get yourself Bull. This team right here is a 6.5 out of 10. But for your price range, it's actually pretty solid. Like, it's 6.5 out of 10 compared to the best cards in the game. However, for the budget, it's not actually that bad. But, yeah, I actually don't know who to put in for that low price. Bucks Playbook, Hawks Freelance. Have one game to play for Larry. Okay. Have 250k. Okay, so Larry in for Jeff Green. And you have 250k. So, there's nothing wrong with this team. Like, this is an 8 out of 10 team. There is nothing wrong with it. And for 250k, are you really going to get many upgrades? Like, I don't think there's that big... Like, Edwards is definitely better than Caldwell. I don't think he's that much better than Caldwell. You're not going to get someone who's that much better than Jeff Green for 200k. Or sorry, who's that much better than Danny Manning for 200k. I think... One thing that I think I would do is... Try find a way to get Kurilenko in the squad. So, maybe sell Eddie... Put Kurilenko as your backup power forward and get Mikhail as your backup center. I think that might make your team a little bit better. Other than that, though, there's not many like major changes you can make. Like Iguodala maybe for Joe Caldwell if you want more defense, but if you want more scoring, Caldwell's better. So, like, this team's good. This team is really good. And again, within your price range, there's no point until a fantastic card comes out for 250k and the market crashes. There's no point you spending too much MT. This team's fine. Okay, so you can mess with your lineup however you want. Any advice would be great. Haven't been playing for too long. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, this is a tear it down lineup. This is a tear it down. Keep Jimmy Butler. Keep Larry Keenan. And tear down the rest of the team. Unless of course you're going for Kareem. If you're going for Kareem and you've got at least 600k sitting there for whenever Rashard Lewis inevitably goes down in price, maybe. But sell Booker. Booker's terrible. Sell Trae Young. He's terrible. Sell Clyde Drexler. Take Penny out of your rotation. Sell Bobo. Unless you're looking for Kareem, sell Shaq. Sell Weber. Sell LeBron. The players that I would keep is I would definitely not play Kurilenko at center. Get yourself like an Eddie Curry or even a free Bobo. Free Bobo does the exact same job as non-evoed other Bobo. Move Jimmy down to the 2. At the 1, get yourself like a Wes Unseld. You can use, depending on what you want, you can use a Diamond. Dwayne Wade is so much better than Trae Young. You can use Bill Walton if you like height. There's so much. Like, I can't even think off the top of my head, but this is a tear it down. Players that I would keep, definitely keep Jimmy. Definitely keep AK. I think if he's cheap, keep him. If he's expensive, don't. Larry Keenan is very good. 110% sell this card because the Amethyst does almost the same job as him, except obviously this card's better when he's Evo, but without Evo, the Amethyst does the same job. And this card right here, but do not play him at the 4. Play him at the 3. So these 3 guys right here keep, and maybe Keenan. Then I tear the rest of the team down and start from scratch. Just keep an eye on the video. Honestly, we could be here for 20 minutes just going over this team. I run a 5 out, mostly pick and pop. Terry Stotts your coach with bait defense, playing lanes. Spend all your MT on Magic's currently grinding for MT. Okay. Okay, so first of all, your starting lineup is perfect. I'm not a fan of Kobe, but at the same time, I'm not going to say it's a wrong thing to have Kobe in there. But at the same time, for me, Cam Reddish is better than Kobe, but I'm not going to say like that's an objective thing. So I can see why someone would prefer Kobe, especially because you've got a lot of height everywhere else. But your starting lineup is perfect. Like this is a 9 out of 10 starting lineup. Maybe even a 9.5 out of 10. Magic, really good. Siakam, exceptional. Embiid, exceptional. Okay, these two guys right here. First of all, I like Giannis. I don't like Giannis at the 2 guard position. But especially because you've got a slow shooter, Magic Johnson. If you're running your offense through anyone but Magic, there's no point having Magic. And if you're not running your offense through Giannis, there's no point having him either. This version of Giannis especially. And LaRusso, if you really like his release, fine. If not, I would definitely give him a pass. So, you've got no MT, which is fine. Not a big deal. What I would do is, I honestly would put in, at the 2, put in Cam Reddish. And at the 3, put in Robert Covington. I would sell Giannis, get your 50k or so MT. And then, you're looking at almost the same. You're looking at a better team with that little bit of MT. Because you do have Kobe, so you've got those other 2 guys. And you've got Larry Bird. Also, let's say, does Kevin McHale really? No, Kevin McHale doesn't belong in this team. So, yeah, this is a pretty nice team anyway. This team is like an 8.4, 8.5 out of 10 overall. Actually, no, you've got 8 really good players. This is an 8.6, 8.7. Close, getting close to 9 out of 10. It's a pretty good team. Like to run pick and roll and pick and pop, as well as 5 out. Would really like to hear some suggestions how you make your squad better. Thanks, Greens from Peru. Oh, I really do have fans all over the world. So, let's have a look at this team right here. You've got the GOAT at small forward, which is what I like to see. You've got one of the most underrated cards in the game, Steven Jackson at the 2. You've got Edwards at the 1 to run everything through. Really good card. AK at the 4. Bosh at the 5 is really good. Okay. You know what? I like this team. I actually don't think this team is that much worse than this team right here. I don't. I like Cowens more than most people like Cowens. I like Danny Manning more than most people like that card. I definitely like Chandler more than most people like Chandler, and Unsell's a beast. I don't think anyone's going to disagree with that. So, this team's probably an 8 to an 8.5 out of 10, probably like 8.2-ish, 8.3. Again, a usable team. Okay, so improvements for your price range. Again, I don't think you're getting a significant improvement within 250k. I think you definitely can make improvements, like for example, replacing Dave Cowens with Pascal Siakam. Actually, that might actually be a smart decision to replace Dave Cowens with Siakam. But other than that, I don't think there's any significant improvements you can make within your price range. The rest of the cards that are going to be a significant improvement are significantly more expensive than 250k. So I like this team pretty good. Love your videos. Use Peekaboo Rim Run as your main way of scoring. Don't use many plays. Have a little MT. Don't know if you should keep Magic. If you really like Magic, keep him. If you don't. He's more expensive than the rest of your team combined. So unless you really like that card, don't keep him. Also, Shaq a power forward? Really? I hate this Shaq card, by the way. I'm just going to say that right now. I really don't like this card. He's like a slightly better Will Chamberlain, who I dislike strongly as well. Okay, so your point guard positions are fine. I like Caldwell the 2. I don't like this card here because Reddish is way better. Reddish is way better in this T-Mac, and also, what's his name is better. If you can get Walter Davis for 2 hour grind, which is a good chance you have him considering how many Spotlight Sims you've done, he's just better. Larry and Pierce, get Pierce out of the 3. Get Pierce to the 2. And if you have Robert Covington, put Robert Covington in for Caldwell. Do not play Pierce at the 3 because you can't shoot from the corners. Playing Pierce at the 2 is fine, don't play him at the 3. I like Manning at the 4 and I like Sickman at the 5. I do not like Dennis Rodman whatsoever, but he's good for defense, so I'm not going to say too negative about that. Kevin McHale's good because if Shaq is struggling, you can push him in there. Or if you need extra height, you can play him. And obviously Reddish is there. This team is probably a similar level, maybe a little bit worse than this team right here. So this team I would give like an 8 an 8 flat out of 10. Pretty decent, but a few changes definitely can be made. Run a lot of pick and roll / pops. Also use Miami 13 playbook. Does everyone have Anthony Edwards? Does everyone have that card? Okay, I like this team. I do like this team. I like most of these teams, to be honest. One big problem is that you have 2 guys that can't shoot from the corners in your starting lineup. I would get rid of one of them, probably Alex English. And honestly, if you have a Cam Reddish, he works perfectly there. Or I think even a Batum probably will do a better job in this specific lineup than Alex English. I hate this Weber card. I would sell English, sell Weber, and get Siakam, and then put in Batum. Batum will do almost the same job as Alex English, maybe not quite as well, but Siakam will be so much better than Weber. Your bench. Oh, Gervin's fine. He's fine. He's just not great. If you can afford, what's his name? I can't even. Stacey Augman. Stacey Augman's better than Gervin. If Stacey Augman is, I don't know if he's cheaper. So if Stacey Augman's cheaper than Gervin, I would tactically downgrade to Stacey Augman. You're getting probably more. You're probably getting a better card and saving some MT. Other than that, I do like this team. This is another like 8 out of 10 team. We haven't seen any bad teams. I haven't seen many GOAT squads. I'm looking for a starting point guard. Any suggestions? Also, you'd love to improve your center and don't know who to get. Okay, so first things first, I do not like this card right here. He's okay, but I would sell him because Al Harrington if you like his release, just get Al Harrington. Al Harrington has the same release with better animations in his 5k MT. You can make a bunch of MT by selling this card right here and replacing with Al Harrington, who's literally just the same card but better. I would sell Tracy McGrady as well, unless you have him locked in with Ray Allen. So suddenly, with these 2 cards being sold, you're probably looking at 150, 200k extra MT with Al Harrington there. If you want to grind out a Walter Davis, you can. He's just a better version of his T-Mac. I would say to keep Dwayne Wade. Then that means you've got the MT in your starting lineup for, again, RJ Hampton. Or you can put in a Hito if you want. Or a Wes Unseld if you want. Just kind of like a glue guy at the point guard position. Here's your backup 2. Honestly, you can get, I'm pretty sure Brandon Roy is like 15k. Like Pink Diamond. If you really like T-Mac, I don't think Brandon Roy is that much worse than him, to be honest. And he's like 15k. I actually do like Worthy. I would 100% also buy Danny Manning and replace him with Beasley. Because I think Manning is just a better James Worthy. So yeah, I just think that replacing him with Al Harrington opens up your entire team. And unless you're a massive Melo fan specifically, if you're a fan of him in-game, trust me, Al Harrington has basically the same badges, same jump shot, but he's got way, way better between the legs, the better hop step, better behind the back, and just his overall just better card. So anyway, yeah, that is the video. These are all the squads. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
I think you only love me cause I'm poppin'. This a layup, this a rebound, then it's robbing. Tyson with the fade, not the air, my hands rocking. When I link with ball point, you know it's not, no.